Back to order. Sergeant Arms will please secure the chamber doors. Members, please take your seats. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. President.
Has everyone recorded their presence? We will substitute the senator from the 37th earlier invocation for this evening's invocation. Hope everyone had a beautiful and wonderful day as we move to the next one. Has everyone recorded their presence? Beautiful sunrise, sunset. It was great. It was great. All right, clerk will take the call. With 42 members in the chamber and a quorum being present, the Senate of Maryland is again back in session. We are going to start. Any guests? Any resolutions? No, just kidding. All right, let's jump right into it so we can do the reading of the journal from the prior legislative day. We're going to start with budget and tax, and we are going to ask the chair of the Capital Budget Subcommittee to please join us here at the rostrum. This is on, actually, before he does, if Madam Clerk, this is report of the Committee on Budget and Tax number 15, report number 15. Clerk will read the first bill.
Senate Bill 283, the President, Maryland Consolidated Capital Bond Loan of 2026, favorable with 291 amendments.
All right. We would ask the subcommittee chair to please join us up front, and floor leader may proceed on the bill.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President, members of the Senate. The Senate Budget and Taxation Committee has completed its review of the fiscal 2027 capital budget of the state of Maryland and presents its report to you today. Let me begin by expressing my deepest appreciation for the opportunity to serve as the Subcommittee Chair of Capital. Mr. President, with the assistance of the Budget and Taxation Chairman, as well as the Vice Chair of the Capital Budget Subcommittee, as well as the subcommittee members, as well as the full Senate Budget and Taxation Committee, we worked efficiently and equitably to develop the capital budget that's before you today. I also want to thank each member of the Senate whose advocacy for their constituents is reflected in today's bill. Finally, let me thank the Office of Policy Analysis for their tremendous guidance and assistance. I want to thank Matthew Klein, Emily Haskell, Madeline Miller, Josh Weinstock, Claudette Sherman, as well as Shannon Sullivan from my office and Jody Sprinkle, sir, from your office. Colleagues, funding in this capital budget focuses on three core areas: jobs, reliability, infrastructure. For jobs, it creates and maintains tens of thousands of jobs and leverages approximately $2 billion of local and private funds. Reliability. This budget is well within our debt affordability limits, and we pay off our debt, which ensures our excellent credit rating. And infrastructure. As this budget reflects a statewide approach where every area from Western Maryland to the Eastern Shore is being invested in. The plan includes $1.75 billion in general obligation bonds, $50 million in academic revenue bonds, $58 million in fiscal 2027 general funds, and another $55 million of fiscal 2026 general fund deficiency appropriations, $534 million of special funds, including full restoration of all transfer tax funds to be allocated through program open space formula, and $255 million of federal funds. That's a $5.7 billion capital program, which includes $3.1 billion within the transportation plan. In addition to the needs of state facilities, the committee considered over 500 legislative bond initiative requests, totaling more than $241 million. The capital budget includes $15 million for 129 new Senate projects, and the House will also use their $15 million for their local House initiatives. This represents an infusion of capital funds to stimulate investment at the local level. The committee also considered several hundred additional requests from local governments and cultural nonprofit organizations, and the capital and operating budgets provide another $305 million for local projects to assist communities and nonprofit providers across the state. This also reflects the Senate's priorities. This committee is proud of its efforts in crafting the capital budget that focuses on good infrastructure, good jobs, and a secure future. The committee looks forward to your favorable consideration. If I may, Mr. President,
Senator may proceed.
I would like to turn to the materials available on the floor system. First, you have the report of the Senate Budget and Taxation Committee, which explains each amendment recommended by the committee. Each amendment is numbered in the report and in the committee reprint of the bill. The report includes a few reductions and additions and budget bill language, all listed in order in which the projects are listed in the budget bill. Committee narrative typically requests additional information or provides guidance. Committee narratives are not amendments to the bill and are therefore not subject to floor amendments. However, if you have any concerns, please reach out to the chair of the committee or myself. Next, you have a committee reprint of Senate Bill 283. The reprint reflects the committee amendments to the bill. Amendments are numbered and correspond to the explanations in the report. All actions are listed in order in which the projects are listed in the bill. Keep in mind that all floor amendments are to be drawn to the committee reprint. Staff at the Department of Legislative Services are available to assist in drafting amendments. We would appreciate if members who wish to offer any amendments would provide a copy of the amendments either to the chair of the committee or myself prior to session tomorrow. Mr. President, I move that Senate Bill 283 and the committee amendments be special ordered until tomorrow.
All right, the floor leader has moved the adoption of the 291 amendments in the favorable committee report.
Laid over. Whatever you suggest, Mr. Laid over or special
Has
order.
moved to lay over the bill.
That sounds fine. Sure.
The bill and the amendments will lie over the rule, and would like to appreciate and thank the Capital Subcommittee for the work that's done here, and look forward to going into the amendments tomorrow. Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Subcommittee Chair. However, not done quite yet. The clerk, we'll ask the clerk to read the next bill.
Senate Bill 769, Chair, Budget and Taxation Committee, University System of Maryland Academic Facilities Bonding Authority, favorable.
Recognizing the Subcommittee Capital Chair.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Senate Bill 769 is what we do annually. This is around academic bonds. This is approved by both the Capital Debt Affordability Committee and the Spending Affordability Committee. There are no committee amendments. I'd move adoption of the favorable committee report.
Floor leader moves the adoption of the favorable committee report. Any discussion? Any objections? Without objection, the favorable committee report is adopted. Are there any amendments to the bill or its title? Seeing none, Senate Bill 769 is hereby ordered printed for third reading. It was the birthday gift to get it up and over, so now, it's done for the day. All right, let's go back to third readers. We're going to go to, do we have everybody here? Let's just, for good order, let's take a quorum call.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their presence? If so, the clerk will take the call. With 41 members in the chamber and a quorum being present, the Senate of Maryland remains in session. We're on third reading calendar number 69. Senators, there's 2 calendars of third reading. That's all we're going to do. The print, we are out of prints for this is everything we got left for the evening. Clerk will read the first bill.
Senate Bill 84, Senator Kramer, State Personnel Collective Bargaining Graduate Assistance.
Senate Bill 84 is on third reading for final passage. Any discussion? If not, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote, explain their vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. With 30 votes in the affirmative, Senate Bill 84 having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Clerk will read the next bill.
Senate Bill 618, Senator Watson, Public Ethics, Members of the General Assembly, State and Local Government Employee Exemption.
Senate Bill 618 is on third reading, final passage. Any discussion? If not, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote, explain their vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. With 32 votes in the affirmative, Senate Bill 618 having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Clerk will read the next bill.
Senate Bill 932, Senator Harris, Consumer Protection Social Media Platforms Display of User Location.
Senate Bill 932 is on third reading, final passage. Any discussion? If not, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote? Explain their vote. If not, the clerk will take the call. With 42 votes in the affirmative, Senate Bill 932, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. All right, let's go to calendar 70. Clerk will read the first bill.
Senate Bill 148, Senator Kagan, Income Tax Subtraction Modification Public Safety Employee Retirement Income Supporting Our 911 Specialists Act.
Senate Bill 148 is on third reading for final passage. Any discussion? If not, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote? Explain their vote. If not, the clerk will take the call. With 42 votes in the affirmative, Senate Bill 148, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Clerk will read the next bill.
Senate Bill 202, Senator Folden, Police Discipline Order to Show Cause.
Mr. President,
Yes, Senate Bill 202 is on third reading for final passage, recognizing Senator from Baltimore County.
thank you very much. Colleagues, look, in 2021, I remember being on this floor and us really working hard to make some modifications to the Police Accountability Act. I certainly want to be consistent with what I did in 2021 with what I'm doing tonight. So I'm going to be voting red, but I wanted to remind everyone that that Police Accountability Act, it repealed most of the special rights police officers previously had in connection with the disciplinary process. This included the order to show cause process being reinstated by this bill, which the Maryland Court of Appeals previously characterized as, and I quote, a powerful and unusual exception to the unusual rule requiring an appeal only after final judgment. When else can a party seek an interlocutory, preemptive, in limine ruling from a superior tribunal before his rights are even violated? That extraordinary remedy is wholly unnecessary, disruptive of the streamlined process this legislature sought to create with the Maryland Police Accountability Act and shouldn't be reinstated. I'm going to put up a red vote.
Thank you, Senator. All right, any further any further discussion? If not, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote? Explain their vote. If not, the clerk will take the call. With 28 votes in the affirmative, Senate Bill 202, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Clerk, read the next bill.
Senate Bill 623, Senator Watson, Tobacconist Business and Establishment of a Premium Cigar Lounge Alcoholic Beverage License, Maryland Premium Cigar Lounge Act of 2026.
Senate Bill 623 is on third reading, final passage. Any discussion? If not, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote? Explain their vote. If not, the clerk will take the call. With 40 votes in the affirmative, Senate Bill 623, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Just so that we can fully clear the desk, we got a special order calendar. I think we have to keep holding it for a minute. This is number 53. Clerk, read the bill.
Senate Bill 463, Senator Muse, Municipalities Vagrancy Repeal of Authority to Prohibit. Bill is on second reading and open to amendment.
Recognizing the chair of the committee.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to special order this bill to the appropriate time next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. All right. Any objections? Without objections, so ordered. All right. The desk is officially clear for crossover. We are done. We're done. Well done. We got through a lot. This was a lot of work. A lot done. Thank you all. This is good debate, hard issues. Really well done. So we're in a great spot with 21 days to go. We're getting there. All right. So let's see. We're probably going to do 11 sounds good. 11 sounds good. All right. Let's see. Anything in the morning for anyone? Any announcements? Yes. Recognize the chair of the Majority Caucus.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. The Senate Democratic Caucus will not be meeting tomorrow.
All right.
Will not.
We're going to send her from the 23rd Prince George's delegation.
Thank you. Prince George's County delegation will have a caucus meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m. in the Neal Room.
All right. Recognizing the senator from Baltimore City.
Hey, Mr. President, I'm sorry. There was a doctor today, Dr. Agrawal. I believe he's left. from Glen Burnie and Howard County. Sorry we didn't get a chance to acknowledge him while he was here on the floor, but hopefully he hears us.
In absentia, we still thank him for his service today. Yes, Minority Whip.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Senate Republican Caucus will be meeting tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the Senate Republican Caucus conference room. All are welcome since you're free from your caucus meeting. You're welcome to come join us. We can talk about septic systems.
All right.
Just kidding.
10 a.m. it is. All right. Any further announcements? Yes, Prince George's County delegation?
Change
No.
of plan there, Mr. President.
Okay.
The Prince George's delegation will
Change of
meet
thought.
for caucus at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. A little bit later. All right. Any further announcements? If not, let's do a quorum call.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their presence? If so, the clerk will take the call. With 41 votes in the, with 41 members in the chamber and a quorum being present, the Senate of Maryland remains in session, recognizing the majority leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the Senate of Maryland stand adjourned until Tuesday, March 24th at 11 a.m.
Without objection, so ordered. Also, before we go, can we just give a quick round of applause to both the Secretary's Office and to DLS staff, please, for their, this is a lot of work. And our pages who have been working hard with all those amendments, they got their steps in, so thank you all very much. See you tomorrow, midday-ish.